Oh God, the chicken was winner, winner, chicken dinner.
My concern is that I want every piece of chicken to be big.
Welcome back to Top Team Cook-Off. Let's go live with our head judge, Angela Antony, and get her comments on how the teams are doing so far. Angela, how are you feeling?
Unfortunately, so far what we're seeing is that there's been some breakdowns happening from some temper tantrums to a very competent group number 2 going in within seconds of starting their phase of the competition. We're pouting, slamming cans down on the counter, very inappropriate behavior, and not really dealing with challenges and troubleshooting very strong. So, here we are. We are waiting now on course number 2. I'm curious to see if they're going to get it out here on time. How's it looking? How you doing? Seasoning the chicken over here. Any nervousness around the potential of poisoning every person here and potentially killing someone?
No, just cook it till it's white.
Okay, got it.
Nope.
Dylan, are you on stove duty tonight?
I am on stove duty.
What's your role here?
I'm looking for ingredients.
Okay, got it. Here we are. We're here. Chris D'Angelo with you, reporting on the scene.
Angelin.
I wanted to share with you that I did an interview with them. Unlike Team 2, who was overly confident about their performance, which unfortunately I don't know if it paid out for them, or paid out, panda for them. We will see, of course, in the scoring. However, with this team, they were not overly confident, so it'll be interesting to see, psychologically speaking, if it pays to be overly confident and then not do as well, or to be insecure and actually do well.
Smells good.
Okay, where's the grater? I can't leave.
There was no grater. Maybe do with that side. Judges, I'd like to report back what I just witnessed in the kitchen. Things are looking really calm. For now, I mean, knowing that the team here is of Suzanne, Prita, and also Dylan, which are pretty chill people.
They seem level-headed and very chill.
Very chill. I don't know if that makes me nervous because they're responsible for cooking chicken and there's not really any concern on their part. When I asked the guy on the stove, which was Dylan, I said, how do you feel about the potential of, getting people sick or killing someone? And he said, no problem as long as it's wet.
Oh, wow.
Yes. So, but again, pretty calm in the kitchen.
I thought my husband was
The
cooking
chicken
the
is
chicken.
cut very thin, so it'll be hard for somebody to kill us. I'll say that.
Okay, got it. But
It'll be a hard
Suzanne
kill.
is handling the seasoning of the chicken, so she's being very clean about the whole thing. So let's all begin prayers.
Is she being methodical?
Take a moment of prayer.
Okay.
Okay.
Very worried.
And what I see across the board
Okay.
is I can tell that the group has an issue with improvising. I feel like there is some irritation. But where we are, we have limited products to get what you can get from the store.
Correct.
So if I put a dry wine, a cooking wine on your tray, don't worry about the vermouth. Use that.
Exactly.
So
Precisely.
improvising is what I'm seeing across the board. So all the teams are having.
Thank
an
you,
issue with
Chef. This is some important information.
that. You gotta improvise.
Hannah, what's your report from your visit on the kitchen on Team 3, the chicken course?
Team 3 is very calm. They're showing a lot of proficiency in working together, which is really admirable. Everybody's got communication going. The smells coming out of the kitchen are amazing. I'm a little concerned with the color of the chicken. It seems a little lighter than I might expect.
Is it like gray?
No. It's just white.
Okay.
However, my concern is more around timing now with plating.
We have got some service happening. Actually, a few minutes early. Looked like it's cooked through.
It's cooked through.
Kristen, you've got the glasses up, the fork in. How do we feel? I know that, Kristen, you have a history of being extremely paranoid about uncooked chicken. How are we feeling?
I feel okay.
You feeling okay?
I feel good. It smells good.
Okay.
Okay. So
Smells good. The presentation was pretty good.
yeah, decent.
Kristen is still deeply inspecting her chicken. Deeply.
Getting some crunchy pieces of risotto. Also, the flavor is a little flat. I get salt at first, but then it dissipates.
Hi, Pam. What's your feedback on course number 3?
The risotto was dry.
Risotto dry, got it.
The chicken was rubbery and dry. But I think a lot of that had to do with the fact that too much water in the pan.
Okay.
It tends to go out to the outer edges and then soak into the chicken, and that's why.
So the overall response, or maybe confusion, maybe that's the right word, is was it actually a good plate of food, or were we just really freaking hungry?
We were really freaking hungry.
Okay, it's important to give some context, Judge Rod, as well. Archie does, in fact, have an unfair advantage, and let me explain why. His family owns bakeries, and when I say bakeries, multiples, and they are actually considered to be royalty in the Philippines.
Wow.
Because we have problems with sugar in the Philippines, so anybody who bakes things with sugar automatically becomes royalty. So knowing that he actually comes from a strong baking, cooking background, does that now make you feel like you have higher expectations of the product?
Yeah. I mean, if I'm not getting 4s across the board, he's getting 0s.
Oh my!
It's all or nothing, Archie. It's all or nothing.
That's strong. That over here with Team 3. How did you feel it went?
It went good.
Yeah?
It went good. We were missing a couple things, and we were like on a wild goose chase.
Okay.
Going through the fridges, make sure we weren't missing them, like skipping over them.
Did you feel that in that situation you were troubleshooting effectively, or did it get to you a little bit?
No, we troubleshooted. We switched out some ingredients.
Excellent. Dylan, how did you feel about your cooking techniques for the chicken? Yeah, solid. Okay. How would I want to provide a little feedback and get some live reaction to the feedback I've heard so far from the judges. One of the pieces of feedback we received was a concern of the multitude of pieces of chicken in the pan at the same time.
Yeah.
Did it cross your mind to maybe use another pan at the same time? Oh, you had 2 pans going. Okay. So for you, your concern, it sounds like, was a time issue. You wanted to make sure that you got everything.
Space concern too,
Okay.
because of the
Got
stove. It's only really big enough for 2 of those giant pans.
The good news is, thus far, I've heard that everybody's chicken is cooked through.
Yeah.
So,
That was the goal.
well
No
done.
salmonella here.
Well done. So, Angelique, I wanted to follow up with you on an earlier observation that we made of the interesting kind of psychological piece of like group 2 being super confident and then maybe falling a little short with their supacho. But then group 3 came in and they were not overly confident. They were like, their personalities were very calm and they were that way the whole time. And then, they produced a pretty good plate of food. So now I'm curious because as you can hear through the loudspeakers, we once again have another group that's gone into the kitchen with tremendous confidence. What do you think could be the outcome in this situation?
I think that before is going to cook it off.
She feels equally confident, it sounds like.
I think they're going to cook it off.
Okay, so let's see. It'll be interesting to see what happens. I'm going to give it a couple minutes here. If I recall, I think I actually saw Archie Pantoja doing something. He turned on Eye of the Tiger and very loud. And then he did something to this effect running into the kitchen. Now we're gonna go in and check in on group 4. Let's see if the confident Archie Pantoja, if this is panning out literally for them. We've got Archie working the stove. We've got him working the stove. What do we got? Courtney, what are we doing over here, Courtney?
Just making a little tomato basil.
Okay, interesting. Looks like quite a bit of salt she threw in there.
Wrap the fish.
Bruno, this is an interesting Filipino style of green bean.
I gotta improvise.
Okay, we're using a chair. Yeah, we're moving with great speed, so that's fantastic. How are we feeling? I mean, I have noticed a psychological pattern, right, Kristen, where group 2, overly confident, fell short with their supacho. And don't worry, Rod will let you coin that one. And then we had group 3 that was, just calm and not overly confident, but, turned out a good plate of food.
It was okay.
With this eye of the tiger air punching into the kitchen, are we concerned at all with the overconfidence again?
I mean, I'm a little bit.
A little bit? Okay. I will say that I asked Chef Angelique, and she seems to feel that Archie and team are going to pull this off. She does feel confident. Let's see here.
They're all the same size burners.
Okay, it's coming along. No fingers lost yet.
Not
That's
yet.
good. Chef Angelique. Yes. How does it make you feel to know the confidence you had due to the, heritage of Archie's family owning multiple bakeries, him doing extensive cooking, through his life, that he just asked me, a judge, if they could get more time because he had to unwrap more pieces of fish. I'm curious to get a reaction here.
Well, I would say this, it doesn't make me feel any kind of way because you have to use your time wisely.
Right. Just coming back in for another second. Oh, I see here, very organized plates stacked up. Interesting. Maybe a little bit uncertainty here. Kitchen is looking interesting. We've got a rice cooker on the chair.
Just do the green beans, plain salt, pepper, and then
Salt,
butter.
pepper.
A lot of butter.
Okay, I've got a lot of butter in there. How are we feeling? Courtney, how are we feeling?
We hardly have enough fish.
We're
so we
missing
might,
everything.
can we get like 5 more minutes of time? Because I had to do another unwrapping of the fish.
That would be enough. So what was that reaction again?
First of all, you eat with your eyes.
Mm-hmm.
This plate was sexy.
Oh.
They did not give me a
Sexy
Thanksgiving
plate.
portion. They
Yes.
gave me a 5-star portion. They gave me a $100 plate portion.
There we go. Okay.
The taste. When I taste those green beans pop, I taste it immediately. The flavor stays. The fish is perfect. It's flaky on the outside and moist on the inside. Somebody get this man a job.
Okay.
Somebody
okay.
hire this man.
Hey, ladies. Wanted to follow up, and if you recall earlier, we did an interview about the psychological game that Top Chef is. And did we discuss round 2, overly confident, fell short. Round 3, less confident, very calm, pretty good. Round 4, Archie taking it to a whole other level of confidence with the music and the air punching. So, my question for you is, without any bias, do you feel that Archie met the challenge of confidence?
He knows what he's working with, so it wasn't really overconfidence as much as it was, you know what you're good at and you know what's your thing.
So it's like a,
So
can
it's
you
like
work
he
it, can you work it, put your thing down, flip it and reverse it?
Yeah, and honestly, if you were to have been like, there's a swimming race, if he would have been like overly confident about that, I would have been like, you don't swim, like why are you so overconfident? But because I live with this man and he cooks for me every single day, I know what he's capable of, and I knew he was gonna crush it.
So he met the challenge.
He met the challenge.
Great. Getting some feedback here regarding round 4.
with.
I think the fish turned out really good.
Okay.
I didn't get any of the green stuff that they had though.
The green beans? Is that what you're referring to?
Yeah, but I
green
was
beans.
late.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
What was I know you're not a fish eater.
I'm not a fish eater, but I wanted to add only the gazpacho was the full service that was delivered fully
Right.
to
No
the
bias in making that statement, right? None at all.
None at all.
Got it.
But what I saw of the fish in the presentation, it was beautiful. Fish looked like it was cooked perfectly and creatively.
Oh, that was gazpacho?
Yeah.
No, it was supacho. That's what we call it, supacho.
You know, the green beans actually, I really liked it. The taste was good. You know, the fish actually was little dry. I'm not sure
yeah.
if
Yes.
they would have used the tin foil to fold it, there would have been more moisture.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that's my suggestion.
Don't pay any
But-
attention to any facial expressions behind me right now.
But other things were really good.
It was good. The taste was good.
The taste was good.
Well seasoned for sure.
yeah.
For
It
sure.
looked beautiful.
Couple of tomatoes were
The
there.
presentation was out of this world.
Great.
Very much
Excellent.
so.
Well,
I mean, not as good as the salad, but it still looked good.
Oh, for sure, not as good as the soup, but for sure.
right. No bias here.
No bias.
here.
None
None
at all.
None
None
at
at
all.
all.
And you know, it's interesting because I've been kind of discussing throughout the course of this competition some of the psychological aspects of this competition, and not necessarily seeing the overconfidence from Team 2 necessarily panning out. Seeing the calmness actually working to the advantage of Team 3, and then the overconfidence that came out of Team 4, in particular from Archie. Playing the eye of the tiger, air punching his way into the kitchen. A lot of deep nodding that was happening. So hopefully, based on the judges' scores, we'll see if all of that paid off. It's okay if you have some glass in your mouth.
Thought it was ceramic.